right? Now, normally, with all due respect to security guards, they aren't normally the PhDs. Am I correct? Anyone here hires PhDs to be your guards? Others, I'll apply if there's a vacancy. So anyway, when you walk in, I've seen secure facilities, again, that have this reception counter where the security guards sit in, and then they have all of these boxes with all of the cards lined up. And they'll say, can I see your ID? Or no, who are you here for? And all right, here's your pass. Right? Have you guys seen that? Right? Now, it's completely wide open. There's normally one guy there on duty, sometimes two. One guy's not around. There's another guy here. If you get rid of this guy, that entire thing is wide open, even for a couple of seconds. And normally, if you see, security guards often are very friendly people. If you have just normal human interaction with them, they'll be very friendly to you. Talk of baseball, talk of the game yesterday, and you got them. And they'll talk to you anything, and they'll let you in, and they will completely believe. So let me show you a real-life penetration testing case study done by two of our penetration testers, which was really completely interesting for me. This was a site in the city, and I'll name you the city. It was Chicago. And it was a very large corporation that you all know about, right? You all know who this corporation is. If I just told you which building they were in, you'll say, oh yeah, we know who they are. You know, and we think they are really cool. Okay, so we had 48 hours. They said 48 hours, we wanted to go in and do a pen test. Now, what happened was, we had two guys. One guy had a tattoo, you know, all over his body. All right, and he was not a black hat ever. He was always a white hat, but he thought that was cool. He had pins over his ears, eyes, every part of his body. I mean, I literally had to figure out where his skin was, right? So this guy was a highly technical in nature and really, really intelligent. And what happened was, the other guy looked just like me. I mean, looked like a normal business guy. And they had 48 hours, so they had these cameras out there. And they said, okay, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to sit out and we're going to take pictures of who's coming in, who's moving out, so we get an idea of what the facility is going to be. You know, so they took these pictures of people coming in, and you know, without much intelligence, they figured out that during lunchtime, people literally go out of the building. Okay, so they figured out that that might be not a bad time. So they said, all right, the easiest way to get into the facility is to basically get a uniform and just pretend to be a part of the cleaning crew, because you know, I mean, how many times in your organization have you actually said, and you are who again? Are you the cleaning crew? Can I see your ID? Can I verify every time you walk in and out? Right? As long as you look like a member of a cleaning crew, you have the uniform, right? You have a fake ID, and you just look like you're really not interested to clean, they'll normally let you in because they think you're really the real guy, right? If you become an overzealous guy, all right, where am I going to clean? Here? Here's a get out of here, right? So, but there was a problem. How are you going to get into the facility? Because one guy is young like me, right? And they were both, you know, basically Americans with fantastic English capability, and they were young. They had muscles, and you know, the typical cleaning crew does not look like that. And the other guy had pins all over his face. He barely had skin. So now nobody's going to let you clean the room, right? So they said, all right, that's going to get out. So how do we get in? We got 48 hours, guys. We got to get in. So they said, okay. The business guy walks in as a guest. So he walks into the building, and he takes a normal pass, and they figure out that this corporation, and I'm going to give you a fake floor, because in case you figure out what building it is. Let's say they were on floor 21, okay? Let's say floor 12, the actual client on floor 12. So what he does is he goes to floor 21, and he looks at the floor 21 and says, all right, which corporation is here? He walks out and figures out, all right, XYZ Corporation, floor 21. Okay. Then he goes to floor 11, and he sees the two doors are completely locked. He goes to floor 12, where the actual target was. He saw one door wide open with reception, another door completely locked. He goes to floor 13, and he figures out, all right, these are different corporations. He goes to floor 10. So what they're trying to do is trying to gauge how many floors are you occupying, because you are this multinational with a lot of floors, and you should have a lot of people. And they figured out 3 floors. That's what they're occupying, because there's someone else here. So all right. 3 floors is the target, and floor 21 is someone else. So this guy, let's call him Sanjay for a second, okay? So Sanjay walks into the reception area and says, hey, how are you doing? My name is Sanjay Bavisi, and you must be, they said, Sarah. And, this is a common receptionist, Sarah. Yeah, Sarah, Sarah, just Sarah. And they said, oh, my God, this is going to be a tough one. These guys know what social engineering is. They've been trained. This is going to be a very difficult thing to do. say, Sarah, wow, level 21, it must be really nice view out there. I mean, Chicago is a beautiful city. Sir, you're on the wrong floor. This is not level 21, it's level 12. Level 12? No, come on. You're joking. You're pulling my leg. No, this is really level 12. Oh, I'm so sorry. I made a fool of myself. Oh, my God, I'm so sorry, Sarah. Oh, I'm on the wrong floor. All right, I'll just get out of here. By the way, what do you guys do? Wow, a nice office, ain't it? 2 cameras out there, glass door out there, digital access card out there, 2 telephones, brochures, pick up the brochures. Wow, it was very nice. Nice to know you, Sarah. And Jane. Jane, right, I'm Jay. See you all, get out of here. And there's a moron, and they get out of there. They go back downstairs. And they said, all right, now guys, here's the situation. Glassdoor showed the cubicles were laid out 4 in a row. Judging from the width of the building, you're probably going to have 20 people across. You're going to have 80 people per floor. There are 3 floors, 240 people. That's our target attack. 2 cameras out there. You've got to be careful about getting in. You've got a digital access card. You cannot have direct access to the facility. But to those of you that have a glass door, because of fashion, get rid of it. Because you can see, lesson to be learned, glass door, you revealed information that can be used by attackers. Okay? So lesson number 1. Lesson number 2, you want to have your receptionist understand what social engineering attacks are all about, because she is far more important. I don't care if your CEO did not understand social engineering as much as the receptionist did, but it's important that she does. Because the CEO is going to be very tough to get to him, but a receptionist is an open target. Okay, let's move on to this story. Got 5 more minutes and they're going to throw me out. Right, Jack? Okay, so they figure out 240 desks. Okay, what are we going to do? So they say, all right, let's wait for midnight. So they wait for midnight, everybody's gone, and they start calling the general